watching Wyln TV. We're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. A state police fire marshal has ruled the fire at Bentley's in Luzerne County a clear case of arson. The fire broke out just before 6 Tuesday morning at the nightclub on Route 309 in Ashley. The investigation began soon after the fire was out. State and local law enforcement spent hours collecting evidence while going in and out of Bentley's. Officials are hoping to find out who set the nightclub fire. According to police, an off-duty firefighter found smoke coming from the building while passing by. Emergency responders now say a couch was set on fire in the middle of the dance floor. Police say the BYOB nightclub is only open occasionally, perhaps a few times a month, but was not open the night before the fire. Investigators say they're hoping surveillance videos lead to clues. No one was found inside the building when emergency responders arrived. The building faced a lot of heat, water, and smoke damage. This investigation is ongoing. A man from Sugarloaf Township has pled guilty in federal court to receiving child pornography. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, 39-year-old William Barrett entered his plea Monday before Senior U.S. District Court Judge James Munley. According to prosecutors, Barrett admitted using his cell phone and computer to receive child porn images and videos from internet websites between April 2018 and this past March. When confronted by investigators, Barrett said he looked at it because it's taboo and it's something you can't have. Barrett will face a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison at his sentencing January 29th. A man from Hazel Township was arrested by state police after they say he swung a machete and sang lyrics to a song about killing when he caught his live-in girlfriend lying in bed with another man early Monday morning. 57-year-old Christopher James Wilson of Beaverbrook Road in Hazel Township admitted he swung the machete and sang lyrics to a song by Guns N' Roses after being arrested around 5:30 Monday morning. According to the criminal complaint, Wilson's girlfriend, Lauren Garrett, said Wilson began swinging the machete around violently while yelling at her, saying he should kill her. Garrett pleaded with Wilson to let her out of the bedroom. When Wilson allowed Garrett to use the bathroom, she escaped and ran to Wolford's house, where she called 911. Wilson was arraigned on charges of simple assault, terroristic threats, and recklessly endangering another person. He was jailed at Luzerne County Prison for lack of $25,000 bail. A man from Hazleton accused of sexually molesting an 8-year-old boy pled no contest Tuesday to a misdemeanor count of indecent assault. 31-year-old Jason Pollock entered his plea before Luzerne County Judge Michael Vo, who set Pollock's sentencing for January 31st. Pollock was accused of making the child touch his genitalia on numerous occasions. Vo ordered Pollock to be remanded to Luzerne County Prison to await his sentencing. A Wilkes-Barre Township police officer, along with the police department, are being named as defendants in a lawsuit. The suit alleges that Officer Thomas Ellett created an unreasonable risk of harm to innocent bystanders while he was pursuing a vehicle that ran a red light back on November 3rd of 2017. He collided with Mary Ann Costello at Mundy Street and Highland Park Boulevard while he was pursuing the other driver. Costello filed the suit Tuesday, alleging she suffered from a fractured rib and foot, along with abdominal pain and other ailments as a result of the collision. The lawsuit is seeking unspecified damages. A Wilkes-Barre man is facing charges after allegedly attacking his ex-girlfriend while she was on her way to work. The victim, Sharnee Brewer, told police that her ex-boyfriend, 32-year-old Darius Morrow, attacked her Monday morning at her home on Spring Street. She went over to a neighbor's house to avoid Morrow, but he threatened and told them to stay inside. He allegedly grabbed Brewer by the hair, threw her to the ground, and began punching her. He then pulled out a switchblade. That's when Brewer's daughter tried to intervene. Brewer sustained a laceration to her right forearm and was taken to an area hospital for treatment. Morrow was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, harassment, and making terroristic threats. He was arraigned, with bail set at $75,000. The Secretary of Corrections has been removed from the decision-making process about whether or not to close the State Correctional Institution retreat. This came after Secretary John Wetzel made an apology. Then, 3 local lawmakers called for the governor to fire Wetzel. The governor is now pledging the possible closure will get a fresh, thorough look. Lawmakers condemned the comment as an indication that a decision was already made in violation of the law and that Wetzel didn't care what people had to say. Wetzel made the remarks prior to the public comment section of the hearing, a forum required under Act 133. The law also requires an administration to compile a cost analysis that takes into consideration the public safety impact, local economy, loss of local tax revenue, and proposals for repurposing a facility. The governor selected DOC Executive Deputy Secretary for Institutional Operations, Tab Bickle, to take over leadership of the effort to evaluate SCI retreat in an inclusive, transparent process moving forward. Coming up on Wyln News, Luzerne County Council threw its support behind keeping both Polk and Whitehaven centers open for the time being. Plus, the Hazelton Arts Center progress continues on to Phase 2. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Well, Halloween looks very ugly, unfortunately. Thunderstorms, high of 67 and a low of 38, but all that trick-or-treating can definitely take place this weekend, mostly sunny on Friday and sunny on Saturday. We'll be right back.
For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in for Jeep Adventure Days.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Patrick Bilbo is a trusted 25-year educator with a track record of proven decision-making and creating meaningful solutions. He will work to create family-sustaining jobs, improve our roads and bridges, and ensure the safety and security of all of our citizens, especially our seniors. Patrick Bilbo is strongly endorsed by respected elected officials from all across Luzerne County because they know he will put people above politics. Vote for Patrick Bilbo for Luzerne County Council on November 5th.
Luzerne County Council has thrown its support behind state legislation that calls for a moratorium on the closing of Whitehaven Center. At a special meeting Tuesday, Council unanimously approved a resolution in support of House Bill 1918, sponsored by State Representatives Gerald Mullery and Tara Tujo. The bill would delay the controversial planned closing of Whitehaven Center as well as Polk Center, a similar facility in Venango County, until the state is better prepared to deal with relocating residents of the centers, many of whom require around-the-clock care. The State Department of Human Services announced in August its plans to close both Whitehaven and Polk centers to transition from institutionalized care to more community-based settings. Family members of Whitehaven Center residents protested, saying their loved ones receive superior care at the center and regard it as their home. Senate Democrats agreed that senior citizens should be the first to benefit if a reduction or elimination of school property taxes is reached. The Democratic Senate caucus met last Tuesday. State Senator Judy Schwenk of Berks County spoke at a property tax town hall meeting and agreed with State Senator David Argall that the most likely sources of revenue for a tax shift away from property taxes would be an increase in sales and income taxes. School property taxes in Pennsylvania currently generate about $14 billion a year to fund districts. Senate Democrats believe senior citizens should be given first priority when it comes to a property tax reduction or elimination. Argall hoped to have a proposal on property taxes reach the House or Senate this year, but Schwenk doesn't know if it would be possible because there's only a handful of session days left. The most comprehensive effort to modernize and improve Pennsylvania's elections since the 30s was passed by the House of Representatives today. Senate Bill 421 establishes mail-in voting in the Commonwealth, gives more time to register to vote ahead of elections, and eliminates the straight party ticket option from ballots. The legislation also provides the pathway for the state to provide $90 million in bonding to help every county pay for newly required modern voting machines. The Wolf administration now requires counties to obtain more advanced and secure voting machines that produce a verifiable paper trail with each vote. Previously established policies for members of the military and emergency voting remain in place. The legislation now returns to the Senate for further consideration. Another donation was made for the second phase of renovations for the new Hazleton Arts Center. PF Nonwovens recently gave a check in the amount of $5,000 to the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. It's the remaining half of the company's total $10,000 contribution. The former Security Savings building on Broad Street is being converted into the Hayden Family Center for the Arts. So far, the Banking on the Arts Capital campaign raised over $1 million in donations. Once renovated, the building will become home to the Hazleton Art League. Contributions for the project are still being accepted. For more information, you can visit downtownhazleton.org or call 570-455-1509. Coming up on Mackinaca's News Choice, it's Wellness Wednesday, and we're talking Express Care and Community in You. Plus, a group of volunteers repainted their Shenandoah Devils helmet at a borough intersection to show support for one Spartan. Stay with us.
There are 125 used car dealers in town, but there's only one Churras. Quality vehicles since 1954. Voted the best used car dealer. Check out their inventory, see something you like, take a test ride. Churras Auto Sales. Call 570-454-7229.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Is your computer not running as good as when you purchased it? Good news, take it to Hazleton's only retail and repair shop, Hazleton Computer Incorporated. They will get it running like new again. Located at 50 West 23rd Street in Hazleton, next to Churchill Auto Sales.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome to Community and You here. It's Wellness Wednesday. We're on location at the Express Care on Broad Street in Hazleton, thanks to our friends at Lehigh Valley Health Network. And today we're talking with Justin, who is a physician assistant here at the Express Care. And we're going to talk everything that has to deal with Express Care, some of the do's, the don'ts, and what all is entailed here if you stop in at the Broad Street location. So Justin, first of all, let's start with what is Express Care and what can we expect?
Okay, so it's a clinic that you can come here for any of your sick visits, cough and cold complaints, and it's no appointment necessary. So if you can't get an appointment with your family doctor, it's a walk-in clinic, and the wait times are typically much shorter. So right now our wait time is actually only 6 minutes. So instead of going to the emergency department or having to get a late appointment with your family doctor, you can come in here. So you can come here if you have your cough and cold complaints, if you're sick, if your kids are sick, if you're at home, you twist your ankle when you're walking. If you have some simple cuts, lacerations, we have sutures available here that we can sew up your cuts as long as they're not bleeding excessively. And we do actually do physicals too, so we can do driver's physicals, work physicals, school physicals, sports physicals. And another thing we have as well is we can do flu shots here. So if you haven't had your flu shot yet this year, that's something you can come here for.
And this is a great opportunity for people to come in. Instead of maybe sometimes a big wait, there's a lot of emergencies that go on, and everybody knows that. So in turn, you can come to the Express Care where the wait may be a little less. And there's also a nice feature on the website. You could see the wait time in real time, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. That's actually what I was referring to earlier. And I said right now the wait time's only 6 minutes. So if you log onto the website, you can check it out. And usually it's very short. And I advise you to test that because it's usually pretty decent wait time.
So we are maybe outside enjoying the nice fall day. I twist my ankle, I fall. I'm kind of concerned. Maybe I should go get it checked out. And this would be a good place to come first, maybe instead of going right to the emergency room. Because maybe like, well, it's okay, but I still want to get it checked out.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's say hypothetically it's Halloween and you're trick-or-treating and you twist your ankle in the process. And you think you possibly may have broken it. So if you come here instead of going to the emergency department, the wait time is going to be a lot less. And let's say I evaluate it, and I think there's a chance it could be broken. I can write an order for an x-ray for you that you can take to the Health and Wellness Center or over to the hospital. You can get outpatient x-ray. So you don't have to sign into the emergency department. You don't have to go through that process. We can just have it done the same night. And even let's say it's late at night, it's 7 o'clock, we're closing at 8, and we might not be able to get the results back that same night. If I think that you broke it, and I'm highly suspicious of that, I can always splint it as if you broke it, and then give you a call the next morning and let you know for certain whether you did anything or not. And that way you'll have the appropriate treatment for it available. And best case scenario, if you didn't break it, then you can just take the splint off and put an ACE wrap on it. So either way, we'd have the same appropriate treatment that you get at the emergency department, but you might be home at 8 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock in the morning, and that way you can put your kids to sleep that night.
And I know also this is one of the facilities you can go, and especially right now, I suffer with allergies, so you get some of those sniffles going on, you're sneezing constantly, you just maybe need a check. Everyone is busy today, so this is an opportunity, I can just run in over on my lunch break, get in and get out, and be seen by somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we can do very quickly, and that is, one of the things that we're very useful for is cough and cold complaints. You have allergies, or whether it be the flu or strep throat. If you're not sure, we have testing for those available as well for strep throat and flu. So there's some benefit.
All right, so this is a great place to come, the Express Care here on Broad Street in Hazleton. Wait time very, very small. You also can check it online. So again, if you're running around, you see a lot going on, but you still need to get in and be seen by somebody, you can go on the website, check it out, and see, I can run over there real quick and be in and out without any issues. Again, this is another great opportunity that Lehigh Valley Health Network is providing right here in our community to make your healthcare experience even better each and every day. Thanks for joining us here on Wellness Wednesday. We'll see you next time here on Community and You.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Ricardo. I'm running for president of Tacoland. This guy right here is fake.
I know what it takes to make a real taco with a real corn tortilla with the cilantro, onions, and salsa. That's right. If you vote for me, I promise you, I will teach you how to make a real taco. That's right. Tune in to WYLN Channel 35, Cooking with Jay Zapata. That's right. Tune in, vote for me, and guess what? You're going to have the best tacos ever.
Calling all singers, or those who may just want to learn. Miss Fabergé has a workshop for you this weekend you won't want to miss. Beginners and experienced singers of all ages are welcome to sing for fun or enhance their theater skills for auditions this Saturday at Fabergé Folly Studio on West Broad Street. Instructor Lucille Falla-Brennan encourages all dancers to learn how to sing because being able to sing and dance opens more doors of opportunity.
The rhythm itself will have your body move accordingly, and you won't look stiff on stage, and you'll feel everything that's going on. But in order to do that, you have to make the young candidate understand what story the composer of the song is trying to convey. We want to encourage and teach how to feel the emotions of the song. And some young people are extremely shy about that, don't want to look silly. But when you're in theater, you let everything go and you want to be yourself.
Miss Lucille wants to teach not only how to connect movement with lyrics, but coordination, the art of auditions, and how to step on stage with confidence too. Being able to teach the idea singing and dancing go hand in hand, and the ability to express personality is what she's after.
When I direct or when I encourage, I tell us we're a family now. We're going to be here X amount of days or X amount of weeks, whatever the time period is. And we want to understand one another, be happy with one another, and be fair and help one another. That's the only way. And you have a marvelous show, an absolutely outstanding show if you teach that.
The singing workshop also targets adults just as much as the youth curious about the arts. If this weekend's workshop goes well, there's more to be expected in the future.
Teaching and encouraging people how it makes you feel, you know, especially adults when they're a little bit, gee, should I learn something? I'm a little bit too old. You're never too old to learn. And to encourage them, they're like a flower. I know I sound poetic, but they are like a flower blossoming each time they take the workshop.
Miss Fabergé is excited to bring in Miss Lucille for this workshop, calling her Lucille the Real Deal and a true professional performance artiste with a vast experience throughout major metropolitan areas.
I'm basically a dance educator, and what I'm concerned about is bringing forth personality in people, making people feel good about themselves, becoming more confident and powerful, because that leads to more success in life. But when you sing, it's such a wonderful feeling and a self-expression, and I would like to bring that to people. I mean, you don't have to worry about whether you're in theater. Just come and for 2 hours sing. Let your voice come forth, and that will follow you into your daily life, help you be successful in business, in personal relationships, in all endeavors.
Miss Fabergé's been looking to host a workshop like this for a while, and down at Fabergé Follies, they only deal with the best.
We don't just do dance steps here. We build the confidence and the poise, and that's what Fabergé Follies is all about, and that's the way I like to keep things. That's the way I like my students to learn, and this workshop will be no exception.
Registration is $40 per person, and you can register in advance by calling 570-454-1418. Once again, this Saturday, November 2nd, from 1 to 3 p.m., you can sing your heart out down at Miss Fabergé's studio with Miss Lucille at 339 West Broad Street in Hazleton, and take away something a little more than how to carry a tune. Volunteers in Shenandoah repainted their devil's helmet at the intersection of Main and Center Streets in the borough to show their support for one North Schuylkill Spartan. An annual tradition in the borough of Shenandoah is painting the Shenandoah Valley football helmet at the intersection prior to the start of football season. The painting of the helmet is organized by Bill Moyer of Shenandoah. On Tuesday, the Devils season came to an end after bowing out of the District 11 tournament. Moyer and a group of volunteers converted the helmet to a North Schuylkill helmet and painted a number 6 on it. Jaden Libby was critically injured last Friday during the North Schuylkill-Pottsville game. While making a tackle in the third quarter, Libby broke his neck and has since been hospitalized. With rain still predicted in Halloween's forecast, many more trick-or-treat events were rescheduled throughout our area, but don't let that give you a fright. All rescheduled events are listed up on your screen as we speak, including the City of Wilkes-Barre that'll be hosting its downtown trick-or-treating November 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. Hazleton's event was also moved to Friday, November 1st from 5 to 8 p.m. The Borough of Shenandoah moved up their trick-or-treat nights up from Halloween to this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Trunk or Treat by Healthy Shenandoah was also moved up to tonight's Hallows Eve. Mother Nature rescheduled trick-or-treating night for the Borough of Ashland as well from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. The Recreation Committee will hold Trunk or Treat at 7th and Center Street. Tamaqua moved back their trick-or-treat night to Saturday, November 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. And finally, Mahanoy City announced their trick-or-treat event is tonight as well from 6 to 8 p.m. If you plan on handing out candy this Halloween, this is your friendly reminder to please leave your porch light on for trick-or-treaters. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists